prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Freedom Night!
I'm so glad to get that damn Ronnie B out the room. He just trying to pick up all the atmosphere because he got a tie that he can put on and stuff. I see we got Al in the house. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what it do? Shit, man, it's my first time, so just, I'm here to do whatever.
I'm glad you're here to do whatever because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do whatever we're going to do. And First Lady, I got to admit, I don't know where you got the shoes. Where you get the ruby slippers? Where you? Because I know you ain't no Dorothy.
Hey, Spitface, what's going on?
I got, and First Lady don't be throwing out no, she don't be just coming out any old kind of way, like she got her subtle bling. I'm looking at this rope diamond cut she got around her neck, and it's just all subtle and stuff, just kind of highlight. But, hey man, I know y'all got, we gotta get it. We got the Midas mind in the house. What's up, Midas? What you minding over there?
Spitty, what's happening, Spitty? Who let you out of Inglewood? What you doing out of the hood where they don't do no good?
Because they stopped Southern Steel Reserve on 63rd and Austin. And I need it to get someplace where I could have some fresh air and look at myself and First Lady fine about. She's fine. She is. I'm gonna have the finest woman Old Grumpy Radio contest on Bluntly Speaking, and she got my vote. As a matter of fact, I'm from Chicago. She got 2 of my votes.
You know what? She a smart girl, though. She from Miami. She ain't gonna mess with no mess. She ain't gonna mess with no mess.
I go to church every 3rd Sunday of the 4th moon.
Hear that, man?
The 4th moon. Okay, all right, Spitface.
There go my man. There go my man. My man, Dizzy.
Hey, what up, Spitty? What's going on, man? Me and Shimmy Shake Girl thought we saw you flying ahead of us. We were on the Bearskin rug, and we saw somebody jet past us. You could have told us you were coming, but we caught your draft on in here, though.
Hey, man, we were supposed to meet at the place the other day, by the back room.
Yeah, but we're gonna make that up to you, and I'm gonna bring a couple more Shimmy Shake Girls for you.
That's a good. And man, I feel for you, boy. For the Raider Nation. I ain't no Raider fan, but I feel for the Raider Nation because the snake was great.
The snake.
But with that go, because I'm supposed to be producing this show, so I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna produce this show, and we gonna start. First Lady, what you saying?
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea, fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdie known as DeAndre flew into the waiting arms of the Mavericks and then left them at the altar, flapping over to the love nest known as the LA Clippers. Sunshine, blue skies, please fly away. My lover has left me for another. I wish it would rain. Is this the case of loyalty? Is this the power of brotherly love? Should the Mavericks feel jilted? What's Phil Jackson's got to say? Shania Twain, Chef Todd English, Taylor Swift, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? Well, I don't think the LA actually the Dallas Mavericks, they should feel jilted because, my word is my bond, but not for DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre was not the first NBA free agent to spurn a team. I mean, if you remember, Carlos Boozer and Elton Brand previously did the same thing. But now we are in the age of social media. And the NBA free agent frenzy is like a big deal. You know, it's a big deal because of LeBron James and the decision in 2010. So everybody talks about the NBA free agency. And I just think this was a bad deal on DeAndre Jordan's part. But it was because of brotherly love. You know, DeAndre needed to feel the love by his teammates, in particularly Chris Paul, because all those rumors about Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan relationship being on, you know, a terrible relationship. DeAndre felt that Chris Paul was always disrespecting him. He was always yelling at him. I mean, can you imagine a short person like Chris Paul standing up to DeAndre? Come on now, what's up with DeAndre? It seemed like to me he was yelling at Chris Paul.
Put some hands on him.
Come on. Now I know short people have that. You know, they have that personality where they feel like that they have to be tough and everything. But come on, we talk about Chris Paul, 6 feet, what, 2? And DeAndre Jordan's almost 7 feet? Give me a break. Yep. But anyway, that's the reason why DeAndre Jordan left, because he felt disrespected. But it seems to me he was a little bit undecided. So he called Blake Griffin, and they decided that Blake said, let me call Doc. And then all of a sudden, this is how this thing got started. And he and Chris Paul had their little talk, and they discussed this. So now all of a sudden, they're friends again. And now DeAndre Jordan is back with the L.A. Clippers. I just don't know. My whole thing about this is Mark Cuban. It seems to me DeAndre Jordan should have called Mark Cuban when he was trying to contact him. I mean, come on, let's be a man. You need to call them and say you changed your mind. And to me, that was the biggest thing about this whole situation. I'm not faulting him from changing his mind because it's a big decision. But at least be a man and call Mark Cuban and tell him that you are changing your mind. Don't do it after the fact on Twitter like what he did. He decided to do a public apology after the fact. Please, I just don't understand these NBA players. But one thing, too, before I move on, and get other people involved with this, the NBA needs to review this entire process because, to me, it doesn't make sense to have a 9-day signing a moratorium, you know, when you're having this situation, all of the players and the teams are working out the deals, but you can't sign them until 9 days later. I know why the NBA is doing this because they want the media and everybody to talk about the NBA, but I'm sorry, it causes confusion. They need to do something like the NFL does. Once the free agency starts, you can sign the players. Believe it or not, the NBA needs to emulate something that the NFL is doing, which is surprising. And as far as Phil Jackson, I know he didn't have anything to say because he is still stunned that he couldn't land a major free agent in New York. DizzieMac, what's going on with this? How you feel about DeAndre Jordan? Because his word is not his bond.
It is not. Hey, First Lady, you know how it is. I played basketball, and you know Chris Paul is there. Block that shot, man. You should have blocked that shot. All the while, it was your man getting to the cup. If you stay in front of your man, Chris Paul, Yeah. So that's why they had to get Chris Paul into it and say, hey, I got to do a better job of not putting my big man in a position where I'm mad at him, saying, man, you should have blocked that shot. Where you at? Where you at? And they calmed him down and had the little man come on in out the rain and talk to DeAndre Jordan and say, yeah, man, you know, I'm sorry, man. You know, man, it was my bad, you know. But DeAndre Jordan, yeah, be a man and say, hey, I was holding out for the most money. You got $8 more million out the Clippers than you would have got from Dallas. You know, you chilling in the crib, hanging out there in Houston, you know, rapping with Big Al down there in H-Town. Y'all in the slab, riding around, kicking it. You know how Big Al do down there in H-Town. He like, yeah, man, you know, we can kick it. You know, man, you down here, man, you be close in Dallas. You know, you don't really want to go over there with Midas, man, hanging out in Dallas. They booze yourself. Hey, even though he is counting money, you know.
What?
Go on back to the Clippers. Go on back to the Clippers and, you know, be Hollywood. You know, be the man. see if they can, give you some more lives in Live City. They already live and you 8 more million. You got nothing to lose. All you got to do is just say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, on social media, like a coward. Yeah, Phil Jackson probably got a lot to say. He probably saying, see, that's why he'll never work in this city again. He'll never work in this city. And we don't have room for somebody that's offensively challenged anyway. Where's your jumper at, DeAndre Jordan? Oh, there it was. You jumped from Dallas back to L.A. That's a long-distance 3-point jumper.
Hey, all right. Well, Al, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I want to chime in and come from a different level. Okay. The thing about Chris Paul is the leader of the team. So he commands that respect. So in a sport, you always have a leader of the team. That's why they're captains. They don't have to be the biggest person on the squad. And most of the time, they aren't. So the words that come out of his mouth are almost like that of the coach. Woo! So my thing about all of this is maybe DeAndre was feeling a little downtrodden because of maybe things that were heard. But nowadays, the social media is just so wild. You couldn't mumble to yourself anymore. And just one little word, they can blow it up to be something that it's not even that. But when it catches fire, everybody is saying it. So, and another thing is that this memoriam, or whatever you call it, I'm saying the wrong word maybe, but anyway, this is just something to make teams amp up to giving up the money. If I go to another team and say, okay, I'm signing with this team, well, you're an intricate part of this team. We were going to give you this, but now they're giving you this, so we have to give you more to make you come back. It's just a ploy. But the thing about this, it's sports. And then when you say disloyalty or whatever with Mark Cuban, check this point out. As an owner, if I want to trade you or kick you off my team, I won't even call you. I'll just do it.
Preacher.
So, with that being said, it's like, why do I have to call you and tell you that, hey, I'm going back to my original team? It's all about the money. So I'm looking out for myself. It doesn't even matter. Mark Cuban will sign DeAndre Jordan next year. Look at my case in point about that. Look at the situation with LeBron James in Cleveland. They burned his jersey. The owner talked about him real bad. As if please don't ever come. We hate you. Where is LeBron right now?
Like a dead dog.
Making a boatload of money. So you have to look at it like that. It's just a business, and you have to be a business-minded person. A lot of this is ploy. A lot of this is just play. So that's just my take. I don't want to take up too much time.
Oh, okay. Well, with LeBron, he wanted power, too, because he couldn't get power with the Godfather, Pat Riley.
Yeah.
So he has that power with Dan Gilbert. He tells that team what to do. So he wanted money, but that's also what he wanted, power, and that's why he's back in Cleveland. But Midas, man, I know you got to weigh on this. Speak, brother.
First lady, I live in Dallas, Texas. And Dallas, Texas was so upset when DeAndre changed his mind. But I love DeAndre. There is a word that is completely outside of social etiquette. And it's an acronym of formerly unknown carnal knowledge. FUCK is the acronym for that word. And what I'm saying is, Team owners talk to players all the time. They rearrange contracts. They change numbers to make it fit for the cap. They do a lot of different things in football, basketball, baseball, all around. And then teams who have the advent of power, money, and the media renege on them players. So Andre came to the Mavericks and gave Mark Cuban his verbal word. I'm down with you. Mark Cuban jumped up and hollered real quick, this is going to be the new Shaq. We're going to build around you. We're going to develop your offensive game. You're going to be the big man of history right here in Dallas, Texas. You know, once DeAndre actually signed that contract, you got a new owner, boy. And he going to tell you what to do, Coach. Yeah,
right.
What I'm trying to say to you is, DeAndre, I got praise, I got love for you, brother, because you funnily unknown common knowledge the Mavericks and got back to what you needed to be to really have a championship. The fact is, DeAndre may have looked at what Mark Cuban was saying and said, oh, whoa, for us to compete for a championship, I really have to be like Shaq. I might have to, I'm telling the Clippers that my game is at this level and I can be moved up and I can take feeds in every other time down court. But the fact is, do I really want that pressure when I can max my money out just dunking and getting rebounds? Nigga, what?
That's the truth.
And so, you know, funnily unknown common knowledge, the Mavericks. Get your money, brother. And I live in Dallas, but it is what it is. He needs to go where he got a chance at a championship, where he can get his max money and quit worrying about whether or not you being loyal to these teams that ain't being loyal to you because you got the wrong hue. I'm out.
All right. Well, he's afraid of the big moment, too, because like you said, they was going to make him into a big star. And he probably knew that he wasn't going to be able to live up to that expectation. So anyway, we'll find out how DeAndre will do this year. He'll be the same old situation. He'll be the third wheel on that car. And so that's all that's going to happen with him. And Chris is going to still yell at him. We're going to get back over to you. Over to you, DizzieMac.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, overpower, over the competition I'm towering. Wrecking shop when I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare. You better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest of it. I'll get you sliced and diced. Competition paying the price. I'm going to knock you out. Huh? Mama said knock you out. Huh? We're not talking about Caroline, Wozniacki, Kay, Bishop Shorey, or Victoria Azarenka. We're talking about the knockout of Serena Williams. Has been landing on her opponents, including Big Sister Venus. Boom! Yes, is Serena not the golf player formerly known as Tiger Woods or the best player in the world? King James, the real greatest player of her generation. Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, and Jim Brown are asking, what you saying? Well, Serena is taking on all comers, putting them down, putting the smack down, and is really on her way to doing the Serena Slam, winning all the majors this year. I mean, unless somebody just comes through with a top-notch game against her, they're all going to be left to the wayside. Serena is laying claim to being the greatest tennis player of her generation and will be definitely in the mouths of many. Excuse the pun.
GOAT!
Greatest of all time. Yes, Serena has been doing it. She's been doing it for a while. She's been slowly climbing up the all-time wins charts. You cannot dispute the power, the speed, the agility, and them thunder thighs. Excuse me.
Go.
Yeah.
So you right.
The ball.
Oh, you right, brother.
Oh, yeah, you know Serena has it all. Total package. You can see why Common and Drake were feuding. They wanted it. They got a little crazy. They both had it, and they both couldn't keep it. Serena was too busy. to the
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right.
Hey, you know, But now she's just mowing through the competition, and yes, you have to put her up there. She has proven it. You have not seen a player like Serena Williams come along. Big Sister Venus, hey, you're gonna be a great champion. You've earned your place on the top 10 list, no doubt. And I doubt we'll ever see two sisters in doubles like them ever. You can't even get a point in against both of them playing. Because if one don't get you, the other one will. But Serena, yes, like my man Midas was saying, the GOAT, the greatest of all time when it comes to women's tennis. Plus them thunder thighs. Woo! Girl, you got somebody. Hey, well, Big Al, you know, man, I know you over there looking at them thunder thighs on the screen, you know. What you saying, man? You know, what's up with you and Serena?
Man, I give my girl all the props, man. You know, they went through it, man. You know, and yes, she is one of the greatest of all time. You know, and it's you know, I'm glad that, you know, I always just say like this, from a race standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we're not as much saying like the first black anymore. We just saying that she doing her thing, and that's a great thing, man. Even though we still going through situations, but I give all props to her, man. And the great body, man. Wow.
Yeah. You know it.
Fantastic. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
And I hope that, you know, we just like in a Tiger Woods situation, you know, we have a lot more of us, man, like, man, golf is it now, you know. And I just hope that tennis is, you know, taking the same type of, you know, with it. I think it is.
All right.
I like the power, man.
That's that power. The power.
Hey, what I'm saying, you got me. I mean, I'm watching tennis now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, back in the day, I was only watching maybe Wimbledon. It's like Wimbledon for these girls now. It's like, you know, a tune-up match or whatever, because it's hands down, it's theirs.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a Serena fan.
Oh yeah. Midas, man, I see you back there, man, looking at them thighs, man. What you got?
Man, that girl booming. She booming. I mean, and I'm not talking about extraordinary sexuality. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, can anybody really play with this woman when she gets down for hers? She may not have but a year or two left. But is she not the greatest of all times? Has she not swept through everything? Has she not heard all of the references to being a man, being a monkey, being this, being that? Let me tell you something. There is
and that was just from the black folk.
that was just from the black folks.
That was from the black folk.
There is a reason. There is a reason that boot-licking coons and Gentiles holler that out. And that reason is domination. That reason is domination. You know what? I'm not skinny as you are. I don't do everything in the right form that you are saying that the right form is, but I'm steady tearing ass up. What's up? Can you get the ball within the lines and do what I do? You can't do what she do. The fact is, she's the baddest thing that's going, and she's been going for a minute, and Al said she's one of the greatest of all time. Let me tell you something. This 2015, people are on everything from steroids to the best training possible with the best shoes and the best equipment. And I call GOAT greatest of all times because she's smashing punks and putting them in their place. And when she get on the court, her heart makes other people's heart pump fear. And the only question I have is, why does she have to meet her own sister in the quarterfinals? Why ain't they on different sides of the bracket so we can go black? I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm with you all on that. I'm with you, man. You ain't never said nothing wrong there. But first lady, What's going on? I know you over here anxious to say what you got to say about Serena. What's happening?
Well, I mean, everybody's point is definitely well taken. The thing about Serena, she is the greatest of all time. I mean, you could say, yeah, she still has to pass Steffi Graf with winning majors. Steffi has 22. Serena just won her 21st majors. But you have to look at where Serena came from. I mean, let's face it, her father taught her to play tennis on the public courts of Compton, California. And that's unlike any of these other players. I mean, these other players have been through the tennis clubs. They had coaches from the time that they were little. Serena didn't. Serena was coached by her father for many years before she received a professional coach. So, I mean,
are you
have to look
trying to say that this is natural?
And she does have the natural ability. Exactly. It is. She does have the natural ability. And if you want to talk about the greatest tennis player of all time, she's one of the greatest athletes of all time. Serena is one of the greatest athletes. You can put her up there with LeBron James, Muhammad Ali, all of those great athletes. And let's remember one thing. Let's remember one thing. Serena is an individual sport. So if you want to compare her to LeBron, LeBron plays with a team. Now, we know LeBron can take a team to the finals, but he still has a team. This is all about Serena. She plays an individual game. So you have to give her props and put her as one of the greatest athletes of all time.
I'm with the first lady on that. Serena is the lady version of Muhammad Ali for tennis. She just whooping ass, rope-a-doping them.
Big face, you own it. That's right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
First lady, hey, you said it all. I mean, hey, we came from all different angles on it. And I think we all agree. Serena is a bad woman.
Mamma jamma.
Yeah. First lady, please take us to break.
The first 3 listeners to email us or send a shout-out why these athletes belong together will receive a $25 gift card from our friends at sportsacademy.com.
First lady, we have a correction. It is not about the athletes that we mentioned in I'm Gonna Knock You Out. It's actually about the people that were mentioned in the Fly Little Birdie Fly segment. Those folks got some money. It's something about that.
Okay. Well, we're going to make that correction. Get the producer. Okay, Spitface, you're doing your job as the producer. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Black Merda on the first part of Shout Out.
Bring Mr. Vine.
Oh, beautiful, just beautiful. Oh, how adorable is that? Oh.
Edible Arrangements has a fresh fruit bouquet to make any occasion special. Our bouquets are made with fresh premium fruit, arranged in a variety of stunning displays. Make every occasion special with Edible Arrangements. Guys, the baby's over here.
Oh, all right. Okay, yes. And don't even think about touching my edible arrangements.
For pickup or delivery nationwide, call 877-DO-FRUIT, 877-DO-FRUIT, or go to ediblearrangement.com. That's ediblearrangement.com.
Yeah. Oh, my. What a nice looking baby you got there.
Make all your special moments. Moments with Edible Arrangements.
The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. And yes, we got the panel hot today. First lady, I can't wait to hear the music from Black Merda.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning we have Black Merda out of Detroit with a track from their album, Well, I'm Crazy But You. I'm Crazy About You, excuse me. Let's hear, Well, I'm Crazy About You.
life just begun. I can't explain it, girl. You must be the one. You're the one. There's no one else like you. I can't understand why I love you like I do. Crazy about you. That's what it is. That's what it is, girl. Crazy about you. That's how I feel, girl. You say you feel the same way I do. I pray every day the words you say are true. Is it true that time will always tell what God has done together? I know we'll never fail. Crazy about you. That's what it is. That's what it is, girl. Crazy about you. That's how I feel, girl. Ooh, you brought a sweet melody. It takes two to make harmony. Take my name, that means everything. You already told me you feel the same. I'm not ashamed to love you like I do. I wanna tell the whole world I love you. Crazy about you. That's what it is. That's what it is, girl. Crazy about you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, girl. Let the world know that I love you. You just mean everything to me. Let's show the world how love should be. I'm crazy, I'm crazy, I'm crazy about you. That's what it is. That's what it is, girl. Crazy about you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, girl. Crazy about you. That's what it is. That's what it is, girl. Crazy about you. I know. That's how I feel. Crazy about you.
All right, that was I'm Crazy About You. Is this track getting a shout out or are we going to hit the mute button? All right, DizzieMac, I'm going to start it with you. What do you think about Black Merda?
Black Merda was doing this thing. Shimmy Shake Girls over here, enjoying it. I'm going to give my man a shout out. What up, D-Town? Detroit.
All right, Black Merda, shout out. Joe, the Midas by, what do you think?
First Lady, Detroit has always been about the soul and R&B. I don't know where this guy got this name Black Merda. He came out, if he gangster with that, he sounded like a simp to me. Now, I like the music, but I'm going to give him a thumbs up on it, give him a shout out on it. He needs to go back and check his name and figure out who he is. But other than that, his music is fine.
All right. Big Al, what do you think of Black Merda? Well, I'm crazy about you.
Well, the music was cool, you know what I'm saying? But it was decent. I'd give him a 3 out of 5. And
a shout out? You giving him a shout out, right?
Well, yeah, I give him a shout out. And like
that, Al gave him a D.
3 out of 5.
And once again, you know, he need to check his name. You know, the name just wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I give him a shout out.
Did Stacey, you want to give your opinion about this?
I will go ahead and do that, but just a little bit about something about Black Merda. Black Merda was actually the name of an album they put out. They was activists from the 60s to the 70s, and they got back together in 2005. So, you know, just a little bit about the boys. They've been around the track. They ain't no youngsters trying to be hip-hop gangster, you know. They you know, just to let you know, they came back from the old school. Tried to make it a new school. But I thought it was grooving. That was one of the few tracks that I done heard that had some length of time where you didn't get bored. I can see mellowing out with the first lady, you know, on the dance floor and stuff, her slapping my hand away. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
We're trying to get in, man.
All right. Okay, all right. You sharing too much over there, Spitface. I'm going to give it a shout out too. I enjoyed the track. I thought it was mellow, smooth. You know, it was good. It was good. Well, look forward to hearing more from them. If you would like what you heard from Black Merda, contact them at thirdchildproductions.com. And on the part 2 of the show, we'll have a performance from Alli. Is that the sound of my favorite, and I mean my favorite underwater friend? Is it time for Flip It?
It is time for Flip It. And on Flip It, our hosts defend a point, and then they flip the script and defend the opposing view. The word on the street is the commish will be making a decision soon on one Tom Brady and his suspension. This might be more exciting than a couple of $2 hoes fighting over a Happy Meal. We asked the panel to defend. The NFL blew it or overblew it, and I'm not talking about footballs that this is. The commissioner's chance to set things right. Roger Goodell should do what's good for the NFL, which is no suspension, other than possibly a one game for Tom Brady not being cooperative with the original investigation. We're going to ask our panel to defend DizzieMac with the patch. Defend.
Well, the commish has the chance to get it right. He should do what's good for the NFL, which is a one-game suspension. Yeah, that's it. 1 game suspension. Tom Brady, yeah, you didn't assist in the investigation. I get it. Tom Brady said, hey, I'm not no snitch. I'm not working with the people. So he was a little reluctant. We see that all the time. Well, I mean, in Chicago, you see it all the time. People being reluctant to work with the people. I can get that. And it's a chance to go ahead and get this behind you, get into the season, and not have it be a story anymore. Do what's right. You know, the NFL just blew it out of the water, blew it away. And hey, if I had as much cheese as Robert Kraft, and he's got a whole lot of cheese, Kraft cheese all over the place, you can kind of see where I'm going with it, because hey,
they got as much cheese as the that government cheese they used to give out.
Yeah, they got a whole supply. But with Robert Kraft being Goodell's boy, you know he wants to let him down easy. A 1-game suspension for his star player, and I mean the face of the league. Yeah, the Super Bowl champs will only miss Tom Brady for a game, and that can put this whole thing to bed.
I got y'all heard the defense from DizzieMac, but we're going to move over to the Midas mind. Midas mind, the NFL blew it or overblew it, and Roger Goodell got a way to get it out with all smooth. Defend.
Spitface, let me tell you something. The NFL is about money. The NBA is about money. The MLB is about money. It's about money. You got your main Super Bowl winner in today's era, and he's probably guilty. But key word, probably.
Most likely.
This is a problem. Now, we all know he's guilty. We all know OJ was guilty. But the bottom line is what DizzieMac said. Robert Kraft got a lot of cheese. Robert Kraft got a lot of power. Does the NFL want to fight that fight or go on and get their money? Because I'm going to tell you, Robert Kraft going to fight for his, because it ain't easy being that damn cheesy.
Yeah.
So what Roger Goodell got to do is just do barely enough to slap the hand of Tom Brady and keep Kraft happy. Otherwise, that cheese going to come into play. And it ain't Robert Kraft's cheese that's going to come into play. It's the NFL's cheese that's going to come into play. And the bottom line is we all about the cheese. He did the right thing, just backing off, making the public happy with just a little bit. And Tom Brady better be glad that he ain't Russell Wilson, or we would have made a point.
Or Michael V.
Yeah.
We done heard from the Midas mind that, so we're asking the panel to defend. Roger Goodell got a good opportunity to knock it down to 1 game and everybody be happy. Mac and Cheese Al, defend.
Well, check this out. Just like the man said, Robert Kraft got the cheese. If you look at it, let's go back a little bit. They've been caught cheating and only got a $50,000 fine or whatever. Now, that should tell you something right there. That Kraft has a lot of influence on the NFL, and his cheese is the cheese. So this is happening to his team. So Goodell is his boy. So Goodell's got to do something to make it look like. But had this been the Philadelphia Eagles, the Houston Texans, this probably would have been a whole game, a whole season suspension. Money talks, old school, bullshit walks. That's how
There it is.
All right, we heard the defense from Mac and Cheese Al, but we have to hear from the First Lady.
Well, I think we all tried to say the same thing because after all the discussions and debates, Goodell realized that Wells report wasn't worth the paper it was written on and that the penalty was far greater than the crime, even if a penalty was a crime was committed. And everybody knows how close Roger Goodell is to Robert Katz. So their friendship will definitely play a part in this decision. And I think most people realize that Roger cut a deal with Kraft prior to the punishment. This is why he didn't even appeal the team's punishment. Roger had to repair his relationship with Kraft, which allowed them to continue their bromance, and they can still hang out and they can party together. Roger's going to give Brady that 1 game suspension. It may be 2. He may bring it down to 2, but definitely it will not be that 4-game suspension because Roger has to suspend Brady to show that he is credible with the rest of the league. And, of course, he has to keep that bromance with Kraft. So he is going to definitely reduce the penalty. It probably will be 1 game, but it's all about that relationship with Robert Kraft.
All right, we heard the defense from the panel. And I just got to add in there one other thing. The 1 game for not cooperating with the investigation is different from a suspension for cheating. But we're going to flip the script. I know y'all heard the panel, and y'all are sure that they were defending that side, but we flipping it because this is flipping. This is not about deflated footballs. This is about how cooperative you are with league office. If the commissioner gives Brady a pass, then any remaining credibility he has with the players is down the sewer with a smelly splash. Brady, you will be watching the bunch as they open the season without you. DizzieMac, the Fiend.
Man, the committee can't give Brady a pass. He can't do it. He's got to do what he's got to do. Make sure he gets a multiple game suspension. You don't want to cooperate with the league? What are you saying? You got to cooperate with the league. You play for the league. You're not going to cooperate?
When you're guilty, you don't want to.
Hey, you know it, but that's why I got to come down hard. I got to put somebody's head out. And Tom Brady, you're just a person. You got the right size head, big, but make sure that others understand. If I'm going to put the hammer down on Tom Brady for not coming forth, cooperating with the people, we're going to make sure you watching your team play. We're going to make sure you watching your team play without your money. Oh, I thought that would get the rest of y'all in line when I come a knocking on your door asking for what, when, how, when, and where. Yeah. Tom Brady, go ahead and take a small vacation with Giselle and your kids. Kick back and relax as you watch your second-string quarterback 4 pick sixes in the first 4 games of the season. Watch how receivers get laid out because the ball isn't on time. Yeah. You know. Hey, you got to give them the suspension for not cooperating.
All right, y'all heard the defense from DizzieMac. We're going to move on over to the Midas man. If the glove fits, you got to convict.
You know what, Spitface? I believe that Roger Goodell is going to come down hard and lay a lick on Tom Brady and the Patriots to protect Tom Brady. To protect Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Everybody understands that Tom Brady wanted some soft balls. You can hold a softball in the cold. You can hold a softball in the rain. And did you ask for the ball to be deflated? I don't know. Sounds like somebody said, I'm the ball deflator. I get it down where it's supposed to be for him to do what he do. And it sounded like that went on for some time. People understood their positions. That's why the man called himself a ball deflator. Tom Brady didn't want to cooperate with the investigation. And so there's one way that Roger Goodell can please both the demanding public and Robert Kraft. He can give him a short stay, or he can go on and hit him with a lick. Now, if he go on and hit him with a lick, he hit him with a lick because he loved Tom Brady. Because this game is bigger than any one person. And when I say any one person, I'm not talking about Tom Brady. I'm talking about Roger Goodell. This game is bigger than that. If I convict a child molester, I don't have to give him the death penalty. All I got to do is put that pump in general population, GP, baby. They'll give him the death sentence. And so I call on the NFL and NFL players, if it come out wrong, handle your business.
Preach.
We heard the defense from the Midas man. But Mac and Cheese Al defend.
Well, I'm kind of with all of this, man. Let's just look at Brady, the face of the NFL, the golden child, blah blah blah. Okay, you don't want to contribute to the investigation. Why? Why? Because you don't want to perjure yourself, being that you know you're guilty.
There it is.
Goodell has to do what he has to do. But we talked about previously the relationship. If he can't do what he needs to do. If this was somebody else, wow. I just say that if this was somebody else, everything would be more harsh or more different, because if you look at it, look at the direction Goodell has been going as of late. Very harsh. Very harsh. This is basically moderate. 4 games. Wow. And I'm not a fan of New England. And I'm not a fan because they're cheaters. They've been proven to be cheaters. When they got caught, they didn't win. So this is just something, else that they are capable of doing because of the relationship, the owner, all the above. So my defense is Goodell needs to do the right thing. This is really light. Everybody tripping out on 4 games. This is light.
Thank you.
I'm just, and the players, the players are fuming. They're fuming because they basically know he's guilty. And by him not participating, that shows, or that's an action that shows, man, I'm guilty. Because anything I say or do can be used against me. So I might have not answered that right, but I needed to get that off my chest.
All right, well, we heard the defense from Mac and Cheese. Al, we do got to move it along. First lady, defend.
Roger Goodell is the godfather of the NFL. If you don't cooperate with him, he is going to make you pay for disrespecting him. It's like Michael Corleone on The Godfather. If Tom cooperated, we would not have this major punishment nor this appeal. It's always about Roger Goodell. He has lots of power.
Tonight.
And players don't have a chance. Even the face of the NFL, Tom Brady, is susceptible to Roger Goodell's wrath. The suspension will be upheld, and if Tom Brady wants to go to court, then go to court. But he will be suspended for those 4 games.
And that's light, and that is a light suspension. Like he's taking a Super Bowl.
We heard the defense from the panel this week. On this part of Flip It, First Lady, take us to break.
Stay tuned. Up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
Can you give me a break for old time's sake?
I'm Boss Hogg, host of The Last Word. When I'm inside or outside of the studio, I have to make sure I wear the best, and that includes the best in eyewear. Ray-Ban eyewear has been worn by those seeking to go from myth to legend. Ray-Ban's selection of legendary styles dating back to 1937 have been worn by the famous, infamous, and everyone in between. Ray-Ban eyewear has stood the test of time. Many of today's top entertainers, athletes, and those who want to make a fashion statement choose from their vast array of styles designed to take you from myth to legendary. To find a store near you or to browse their wide selection, visit Ray-Ban at www.ray-ban.com. That's www.rayban.com. Take it from Boss Hogg. I say rush it when it comes to Ray-Ban. They are the last word when it comes to eyewear that will make your style legendary. Holla!
Welcome back. You are listening to Bras, Panties and Sports. It's time for the funnies. DizzieMac, over to you.
Thank you, First Lady. First Lady, we have our 22nd Need to Grow story of 2015.
It keeps growing and growing.
Oh, man, it does. Hey, Big Al, Joe, check this out. Alabama man offering $10,000 to find him a girlfriend. Alabama man. Hey, $10,000. An Alabama man is offering $10,000 to anyone who can set him up on a date that leads to a relationship lasting at least 6 months. Wow. I got 27 girls, boy.
That boy must have bed bugs.
Hey, something. Ren Lu Yu, 29 of Birmingham, said he created DateRent.com after going on 30 dates during the last 10 months that failed to result in a happy relationship. Use website entry form for people seeking the $10,000 prize to submit names, biographies, and photos of potential girlfriends for you. Who is a Harvard graduate who works as a private equity associate.
He got them dollars. He got vengeance.
Got them check. Got that change.
Got that change. Got that cheese. He said the person who connects him with a woman who becomes his girlfriend for at least 6 months will receive the prize. It's pretty simple. I save a ton of time finding romantic prospects and going on bad dates. You make a bunch of money for something you might have done for a friend just for fun. You admit this scheme is weird. But look at it this way. If you work 12 hours a day, how would you want to spend a few waking hours you have left? Probably not standing around in a bar with your fingers crossed. This is way more fun for me. Man. Up on there. Hey.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I done already made out my list. That because I know a few ladies, we can go fetty.
Hey, I tell you, well, we'll see if that's gonna work. But he's a need to grow until it does. Gosh darn it! Water is splashing all over my bearskin rug. It must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flippy.
I noticed that Flipper got his eye patch on. Time for Flip it where I hope to defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. It's time for the All-Star break. Lo and behold, the Houston Astros are flying high. They even have other teams hacking their computers to catch a ride with the Rocket Men. Panel defend. Right now, regardless of anyone else's record, the Astros are the best team in the American League. Midas mind defend.
Streaking is streaking. When you get on a roll and you get the 10 teams down, it is what it is. It's nothing to be discussed. The fact is, when you got what lines up on paper to be less than your opponents, and you breaking them down, I mean, busting them up in chunks, people need to get in and see what you're doing. What's really going on here? Nobody gets that lucky. Houston Astros have found some magic. And if I was any other team in the MLB, I'd be trying to figure out, what the hell is that magic? It can't be just management genius. What's going on? The Houston Astros are the baddest thing rolling in the American League right now.
All right, we heard the defense from the Midas mind, but we're going to move on over to Al, mac and cheese.
You're right. He's right. Hey, the Astros, this is what, in defense, they are the team to beat. Because, finally, they start spending money and getting the right type of prospects into camp and into their system. Because new ownership, they just sold the team. And the previous owner was wholesaling, trying to get some of his money back before he sold the team. So he didn't care what type of team they put on the field. He was just trying to get his money back, get rid of all the high-dollar players to get his money right and make the team just be like just a team. So the new money is in, new management is in, and they're headed in the right direction.
All right, y'all heard the defense from Big Mac and Cheese Al, but let's hear the defense from DizzieMac.
Man, the Astros are the team to beat in the American League because they did it the right way. They put prospects in the system. They went through the lumps and bumps. They took it on the chin. Got new ownership, new manager in there who could better relate to the players. Got them playing well, inspiring them, motivating them. And, hey, them youngsters are growing up. They grew up, took their pain, strikeouts, lumps and bumps. And now, what you got now is a team that's on the field ready. You got prospects ready to come up. And you done built a winner in a city where they need a winner. I was down there in Houston when it was rough. They were losing 112, 120 games a season. People weren't coming out to the park. They were just driving past that bad boy. Now they stopping because they got a winner.
Let's hear the First Lady on the defense. They flying high.
The Astros are the best team in baseball because their surge this year is very surprising. No one expected them to be where they are. and they've been on top of their division all year. And now there's several reasons for their excellent start. It's because of their pitching rotation, and they have the ability to manufacture runs on offense. They do this by being aggressive, always taking that extra base and forcing the defense to make plays. I mean, we are talking about a great team, and it's been a long time for Houston to have a great team. And the Astros are so great, teams like the Cardinals try to spy on them. So you know when you got teams spying on you, you are a great team. And the Astros are definitely going to win the World Series this year.
Oh, you heard it. First lady. But you know, this is flippy. This is flippy. We flip the script and defend the opposing view. Panel defend. The Astros have not made a lunar landing just yet. They are a good team, but they are not the best team in the American League. Midas mind defend.
Spitface, I want us to come down to earth right here. The American League is a league with good teams. It's a second half of the season league. It's after the All-Star break league. It is a whole conversation about Houston, a city. This is a city they ain't never done nothing with nobody, nowhere, no how. This is Cleveland. If Michael Jordan hadn't retired for 2 years, they wouldn't have Nathan but penetration. Preach. Why in the world are we thinking? Because they started off good this year, they're going to finish. You know how many times I done seen the Astros take off and look like there's going to be something? You know how many times that I've seen the Oilers or the Texans take off and look like they was going to do something? They ain't going to do nothing. This is Houston. They don't have a goat like the Cubs. You know what I mean? They don't have a curse like the Indians. They don't have any of that. They're just Houston. And they make a lot of oil and they shoot rockets to the moon. But their sports teams are losers.
Ooh, all right, you heard the defense from Midas man. We're going to see what Mr. Pat, DizzieMac got to say. Defense.
They are not the best team excuse me, in the American League West. It's going to be the LA, the Anaheim Angels. I'm telling you. You got the Red Sox, you got the Yankees. You got all them other teams. Mike Trout by himself is better than the Houston Astros. I'm telling you. Houston, best team, got swept by the White Sox in 2005. They ain't going to come out there with Craig Biggio. They ain't coming out there with Jeff Bagwell. They're not coming out there with none of that. Matter of fact, they need them because they're not going to be able to withstand the pressure of the American League. Hey, just sit back, wait for football season, and then be disappointed then, once again.
All right, we heard the defense from DizzieMac over on the Bearskin rug with his black patch in honor of the snake. But now we got to move on to Mac and Cheese Al for the defense. The Astros have not made a lunar landing just yet. They are a good team, but they are not the best team in the American League. Defend.
The Astros are fielding a good team right now with a lot of young players. Hey, this is a new thing. We're gelling together. But guess what? After All-Star break, it's a new season. And like the previous people have said, it's going to be downhill because we have a bunch of new players. We don't have like the superstars that can carry. So they'll win some games, but nah, they ain't really it. Give them a year or two. We'll do something.
All right, mac and cheese say, let them marinate, get seasoned. And then they got something going on. First Lady, defend.
All right, H-Town, I know you're excited because the Rockets didn't go to the finals, but you must hold your horses. It's great that the Astros are back in contention, but let's not call them the best team in the American League. The Kansas City Royals have a higher winning percentage. They have gone through the entire season being on top and know how to sustain during a long, hot summer. They did it last year. This is new for the Astros. They may have a meltdown through the long, hot summer because they haven't been there before. So Houston, celebrate the small victories, and let's see where you finish at the end of the season.
All right, you heard that offense from the First Lady and the crew, and that's Flip It for this week. First Lady, please take us to break.
On the other side of the break, we'll have a performance from Alli on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
Get a drummer song.
They say, stop creditors from harassing you. Consolidate your credit card debt into a loan. They say, stop those annoying calls. Simply file bankruptcy. They don't say, consolidating credit card debt into a loan keeps you paying on that debt for years and more years with interest. They don't say, file for bankruptcy and say no to a car loan, no to a mortgage for up to 11 years. Don't file bankruptcy and ruin your credit for years. Don't get a consolidation loan and pay years and years. Get your credit card debt destroyed. Call Sharon, the Debt Destroyer. Sharon and her team of experts work hard to help you eliminate your credit card debt and get you and your credit back on track. No bankruptcy, no loans, your credit card debt eliminated. Have your credit card debt destroyed. Contact Sharon, the Debt Destroyer, at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call 888-431-2829, extension 2.
You're listening to Brawls, Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout Out Part 2, the picks and the finale. The music flows from across the grove and around the globe to get a shout out from the First Lady and us, the crew. We with you, First Lady.
We have a performance from Alli out of White Plains, Maryland, with the title track from her album, Let's Play Pretend. All right, DJ, let's hear that track. Let's play Pretend.
Sitting in my window, watching time go by. The months get rough when I remember that you're gone. I need some time to think of what when I need you. We kiss goodbye. Am I just too hard to love? But I don't mind, 'cause I can play pretend. Play with me, babe, let's be kids again. I see you when I close my eyes, I feel you when I dream at night. How have you been, long lost friend? You won't believe how hard I try. I search for you in every crowd I'm in. Every crowd I'm in. So long, goodbye, that was all I had said. It was my only chance to start again. But I don't mind, 'cause I can play pretend. Play pretend, baby, I can play pretend. Play with me, baby, let's be kids again. But all that's left is the regret, the empty case, the broken chest. I said my vows, you said till death. So hold my hand till I forget. Let's play pretend. I don't mind, let's play pretend. I don't mind, let's play pretend. I don't mind, let's play pretend. Play with me, let's be kids again. Oh, I don't mind, let's play pretend. Oh, let's play pretend. Oh, but all that's left is the regret, the empty case, the broken chest. You said your vows, you said till death. No, I don't mind. Oh, 'cause I can play pretend. I don't mind, let's play pretend. I don't mind. I don't mind, let's play pretend. I don't mind. I don't mind. Play with me, let's be kids again.
Okay, that was Ali. Let's play pretend. All right, is it attracting a shout out, or are we going to hit the mute button? I'm going to start out with Big Al. What do you think, Al?
I'm sorry to say, but I got to hit the mute. It was too sad for me.
It was too sad. All right, too sad. All right, Joe, what do you think?
Alli Youngster, First Lady. He don't understand how the old school used to work. I'm going to try to tell you that was the music of pure sin. Sweet, savory, salty, smooth. If I had that and somebody's young daughter, ooh, she'd be peeling them down, taking them off.
Oh.
But I'm going to back up. I'm going to digress because I would respect her. She would get to pull that plaid dress back down and go back off to a Catholic parish. I'm going to give it a shout out.
Okay. All right. DizzieMac.
About it, lying like a rug.
DizzieMac.
Well, for me, hey, I'm with my man Mac and Cheese Al. It was too sad. You know, she was sounded like she was pretending. I mean, let's play pretend. Come on now. Why we pretending, baby?
All right.
Baby, let's get to the real deal. Why you pretending? You know you want to give it up.
You're going to hit the mute button, okay. Face, what do you think?
I'm giving it a shout out. I thought the girl could sing, and I like the fact that the music didn't drown out her voice, and it was not auto-tuned. She was just out there singing the song. Had me, it's a snuggle up kind of song, where when your lady friend is feeling a little low, y'all snuggle up and then you can warm it up.
Okay, well, let's play pretend. All right, you're going to shout it out. Well, it started off slow, so I can see where Al and DizzieMac didn't like it, because it really did start off kind of slow. But to me, she did pick it up in the middle and the end of the song, and as everybody, Joe and Ronnie B saying, she does have a voice, and she can sing, and it was just outright singing. Like you said, it wasn't the music, it was just her voice, and I kind of like the middle to the end, so I'm going to shout it out. So that's the end of shout out. If you like what you heard from Alli, check her out at therealalli.com, and she spells Alli, A-L-L-I. If you would like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. All right, it's time to see who will be the hardball champ. Based off of last week, which was our first week of our predictions, DizzieMac, you had 400 points, and Joe and I, we had 700 points. So, let's get to the new predictions. At the start of the All-Star break, the Houston Astros will have the best record in baseball. 200 points for the correct answer and minus 300 for the incorrect answer. I'll start off with Joe.
At the All-Star break, the Houston Astros will have the best record in baseball.
Okay. DizzieMac.
No.
Al.
No.
All right, I agree with DizzieMac and Al. No, they will not, because Joe, it's in baseball, not just American League. Tampa will be at or over 500 when we tape our next show. 300 for the correct answer and a minus 400 for the incorrect answer. I'll start off. I will say yes, they will be at 500 before we tape our next show. DizzieMac. Summons DizzieMac.
No.
Okay. Al.
No.
Joe?
No.
Okay. I said yes, right? So I'm the only one standing alone. Okay, the Mets will sneak past Washington and take first place. 300 for the correct answer, minus 500 for the incorrect answer. I said no. Joe?
No.
Al?
No.
DizzieMac? DizzieMac, can you hear me? Summoning DizzieMac. No. Okay.
No.
Okay, moving along. Detroit will be at or under 500. 300 for the correct answer, minus 400 for the incorrect answer. I'll say no. DizzieMac.
I say yes.
Okay, Joe?
Detroit will be under 500, yes.
It'll say be at or under 500, so you say yes. And Al?
Yes.
Okay. Before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. DizzieMac, what did you miss?
I missed who is even playing in the men's draw at the Wimbledon. I don't know who's in it. I don't care. I'm looking at Serena.
You don't care. All right. Al? What did you miss?
I missed all the trades in the NBA.
All right, you missed all the trades. Okay. Mine is mine. What did you miss?
First Lady, I missed the U.S. women's soccer team beating Japan and winning the championship. I had no idea we could get down like that, but I guess we got it done.
Okay. And Spitface, what did you miss?
I missed a whole bunch of stuff, but I did not miss your perfume.
Oh!
This smells sweet. I'm pressed to it right now.
Shout out.
You didn't miss my okay. Well, I'm glad. Well, you know what I'm missing? Because I don't think anybody's talking about it. I'm missing the Pan Am Games that's going on in Toronto. Because that's what I'm missing. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's talking about the Pan Am Games. Did you know they were having Pan Am Games in Toronto?
No. I thought only Drake was in Toronto.
Wasn't that an airline?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this has been Cheryl Smith and the crew. You have been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. See you.
Party!